What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Yo, it's Friday the 13th. Varya. Oh, yeah. Varya, how are you, my friend? Syek, what's up, buddy? Yeah. We got the roof up. We got some. We got a fireplace on that bad boy. We're enjoying the Valheim stuff. Hey, friend. What's up, dude? Yeah, Valheim is cool, man. They did some really neat stuff with like just the physics of the building and everything. It's really neat. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Varia, how are you, my friend? It's good to see you again. Um, Friday the 13th, guys. I know I don't have a Jason shirt, so I wore a Freddy shirt instead. uh, it actually says "Follow your dreams" on it. Follow your dreams. Get it? All right. So it's good to see you. Good morning. Uh, Friday, May the 13th. Yeah. Yeah. Troll introduced me to the trees in a very blunt manner, you know. So um it's cool. Yeah, I'm hopeful that I've learned from that situation. Um but I got lucky it didn't kill me. The troll didn't kill me in the first place. Yeah, that troll almost knocked me out in one hit. So I thought I was like, okay, I survived. I'll just kite him around, and then he drills me with a tree. It was pretty funny. Um, Luckily, our buddy Pinky did me a solid and had built some walls around all my stuff in there, so I got to go back and get all my goods. But it's good to see everybody. Good morning. I hope you're doing very well. I hope your day's going well so far. And let's do what we do. We're gonna hop into some gaming news, as we do every day. Stay current on what's going on in the industry, and then we will hop into our Valheim play. Yeah, pull this over real quick. I know. I was like, oh man, I might not be able to get in there. And yeah, luckily I was able to hop over off of the top of that little hill there. Yep. That's what I thought at first too. That's funny. Cool. Yeah, let's see what's going on in gaming news, guys. Um yeah, so we got a bit of a our buddy Tinwin came in yesterday and let us know that Bethesda delayed both Starfield and Redfall to 2023. Again, look, I'm not hopeful for Starfield. I'm not hyped about Starfield. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I knew that was probably part of it. Yeah, getting booted out of the server twice. Yeah, was it? Did the game actually crash, or did you just get booted out of the server when that happened, man? Um, so Bethesda has been a bit of a letdown over the past number of years. Yeah, so I'm not real hyped about um, this title, to be honest. And some of the things we've already the game crashed. Okay, yeah, that sucks, dude. Hopefully, we won't experience any more of that today. Yeah. Um, what's up, Iggy? How are you, buddy? It's good to see you, man. So again, we'll we'll look at this Bethesda all the way around. Though, look, the way I feel about the gaming community is if a developer legit needs to take a little bit more time to fully flesh out a game, make it play very nice and be polished, then by all means do that. I'd much rather have to wait a little bit longer to play a game than to have them rush a game out and end up in a situation like we've seen so many times. Um, for instance, with like Cyberpunk, No Man's Sky, things like that, where the game comes out and is just brutally, horribly developed, almost unplayable, stuff like that. You should go shopping today. You know why, Pinky? You should go shopping today, and you know why. You know why. Because what is tomorrow, dude? Tomorrow's Lost Ark Day. So, I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. But we'll be doing Lost Ark tomorrow. So, are you going to want to go shopping tomorrow during Lost Ark Day? Lost Ark Saturday, anyways. I don't know. So we'll see what Kotaku has to say about the delays that Bethesda has unveiled. We're going to have a Microsoft Bethesda showcase coming up in June. Around the 9th, I think. And I still expect that we're going to see an amount of Starfield at least. But early impressions are that weekend is tea drinking time. No eating, just tea drinking. Unacceptable! No, you gotta eat food, dude. Gotta eat food. So we'll see. We'll see. Well, we'll take a look at that. Let me news this up. Oh man, I'm guessing that Master Chief got it on in this latest episode of Halo, the show. That's kind of funny. Oh, what? Leaked images appear to show a new British Silent Hill? Let's see what that's about. You talk about a game that would be hyped up probably. If they came out with a new, like, actual Silent Hill, there would be a lot of hype around that more than likely. We already talked about this. If you're not aware, TLDR, FIFA and EA have no longer have a relationship in regards to creating that developing that game. They had a falling out. FIFA is now looking to other developers to continue with developing their FIFA soccer games. EA is still going to be producing their soccer games, and it'll look, I'm guessing, identical to what we've seen from them in the past with the FIFA games. Aside from the fact that it'll now be called, what is it? FC, EA Soccer, or EA FC, something like that. So that's basically it. We'll have competition as far as that genre goes now. That's sports. EA Sports FC. Thanks, Ike. EA Sports FC. So it'll be very, I'm guessing, very similar to what they had already been producing. There will be some subtle changes that'll have to be made to get rid of a lot of the FIFA stuff within the game, but that's going to be about it, I think. But we'll have competition now, right? Competition's good, and EA has so many titles that are specifically, like, really some of the only games being made, like football and stuff like that. It really needs competition because EA just develops a lot of trash, in my opinion. So we'll see how it goes, though. We talked about this yesterday. I'm not going to dive into that. We also talked about this. This is great. If you're not aware, Valve has given an update to the Steam Deck where you can actually have per game profiles regarding the settings and everything. That way, if you want to kind of dumb down a little bit of what's going on because you play the platform on the go and it's not always plugged in, you can save some of that battery life, things like that, right? See what else? How to stream PC games to another device easily. Let's see what they got there. There are numerous ways to get this done. 505 Game Showcase, how to watch the 2022 gaming event. We'll see there, in case anybody's interested. We talked about this yesterday. The iPod is being discontinued. They will not be making these anymore. It's kind of wild. 21 years. 21 years Apple has been making the iPods. It was a very significant piece of technology for that period of time. Yeah, very trend-setting device. Okay, let's. I'm gonna go to page 4 here. iPod, where's the Wick? You're looking super young today, Wick, buddy. I got super young, bro. What's what's up, dude? How'd the rest of your stream go, man? How'd the rest of your stream go?
All right, that one was on me.
There you go. There you go. Oh, let me just go ahead and pull this up while this article is here because there's not a lot of point in us diving into the article. We talked about it yesterday. There are new free titles on Epic right now. They actually added one at the last minute, I think, or maybe it was already planned. I just couldn't see it previously. So here you go. Not library, store. Give me store. Give me store. So there you go. Jotun, Valhalla Edition, Prey, and Red Out Enhanced Edition. Okay, all 3 of these are free right now on Epic Game Store. So go grab you some games. All right. Again, even if you think you might not play them, they're free. So if you have the time or a PC and grab your free games. They give away free games every single week, man, on Epic. And sometimes they're pretty decent titles. Yeah? So go grab you some games. So I won't dive into that. Let's change up our search real quick. We've already talked about this. I'm not going to dive into that. We talked about we saw a little bit of Gumbrella, one of the indie titles that was announced during Nintendo's, it was their indie showcase like 2 days ago. I don't think there was anything. There haven't been a lot of recent Nintendo showcases that have just got me like, oh, real nice, cool, awesome. I just haven't been like that. So, but it's good that they're showcasing some indie games coming to their platform and stuff for sure. We love indie devs, right? So that's good stuff. And Gunbrella looks like it could be a cool little platformer. Yeah, side scroller. Again, we've already looked into this. San Francisco State University is actually teaching video game composition, music composition classes, which is really neat. Okay. Uh, I'm not gonna look at a Fox News report. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Um, that's one of those news sources that I feel like has a specific, very specific and cited agenda. They want people to see things their way and won't always report on factual news stuff. So I'm going to stay away from Fox News articles, okay? There are a lot of those nowadays. We read about this too. The big concern for Nintendo, TLDR here, the big concern for Nintendo is maintaining their player base they've built up on the Switch. That's what it sounds like, anyways. Is they're trying to be very deliberate in finding ways to make sure that they're able to transition their current player base over to their new console. They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose that player base, their customers that love the Switch and have their online accounts and things like that. They're trying to find a very easy way to transition that over and make sure that they're not going to lose player base off of that, I think. We've actually seen some stuff already too, where Breath of the Wild 2, some people have gotten their hands on a bit of a taste of Breath of the Wild 2 and saw some things within the game that made them feel like it wouldn't be, the Switch wouldn't be able to run that type of graphical situation. Some of the areas they've seen in the game made them feel like that. So they're wondering if Breath of the Wild 2 is actually being developed already for the next gen console. Not that Nintendo has announced it or anything, but is being downscaled to come out on the Switch, but will already be ready for the next gen console. We'll just have to see how it goes. AMC developing Alan Wake TV series based on the action adventure video game. We'll take a look at that real quick. Video games can help boost children's intelligence. We'll take a quick look at this. I talk about this a lot though. I've done research papers while I was in school about some of the benefits, specifically cognitive functioning in humans. Yeah, Wick's fault. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's your fault, dude. By playing specifically like real-time strategy games for like an hour a day, right? That's all it really took to show a significant percent of increase in cognitive functioning levels. But there's good and bad, right? And again, we talk about this a lot with most things in life. Anything in excess can lead to some bad things. A lot of things taken in moderation can be good. So it just depends on how you're incorporating these kinds of things in your life. But this is cool. We'll look at video games can help boost children's intelligence. I don't necessarily think that this is a situation where you want your kids just constantly in front of a screen, right? But I do think there are very good ways that the video games can help people. Yep, we've already got that up. Already talked about FIFA. We talked about this yesterday as well. It's basically a game that Twitter made just to teach people how to become more aware of how Twitter works and their like rules and policies within the platform, right? This was the game that was on Epic free for last week. It's no longer free, so we won't dive into that. Hopefully, you already grabbed it. Hero Galaxy pays you to play video games. I think this is a lot of play to earn stuff here. We'll take a look. I already see that this is. We'll open one of these and see what it's about. A lot of developers are turning into a like pay to earn kind of a situation, right? Especially in regards to like cryptocurrency and NFTs and things like that being incorporated into games, where it's like this virtual world you can like own real estate in these virtual worlds, as it were, and or certain types of things you can earn to generate more income within the game, and it's also play to earn and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll take a look and see. We've talked a lot about Netflix. I'm not going to jump into that. We read a little bit about the new Avatar game coming. Ubisoft, correct? Wasn't that who's behind this? Let's take a quick look. Need for Speed Mobile. We'll see. We'll take a quick glance at that as well. Um, we'll pull this up with it too, and just see if there's anything different in that. EA, yuck. Uh, if you're not aware, the we've already taken a look at all the Video Game Hall of Fame stuff for this year as well, but Ocarina of Time, Miss Pac-Man, Sid Meier's Civilization, and Dance Dance Revolution are the inductees to the Video Game Hall of Fame this year. So congrats to them. Very cool. Yeah, let's dive into these. Let's see what we got here. So much for video game release dates. Starfield's delay proves that no game launch is safe. Yep, Bethesda's open world space RPG Starfield is the latest major 2022 release to slip to next year. Will it be the last? Who knows? We see it happen quite often. Again, as long as we're not talking about a game like what's the space one we were just talking about here recently, where it gives like a release date and then they just keep pushing out and never releasing the game and stuff. Star Citizen. Um, like that game was supposed to release in 2014. It still only has modules. As long as we're not talking about a situation like that, if if a developer legit needs to push back time on a game to make it a nice playable polished experience for us rather than it being released as a sloppy mess, then I can't really argue with that. This fall, traditionally the biggest release season of the year, remains an almost entirely blank slate, and that seems unlikely to change anytime soon. We've made the decisions to delay the launches of Redfall and Starfield to the first half of 2023, Bethesda announced Thursday. Yeah, we didn't come across this in our news yesterday morning. I think it probably hit just after we finished the news, or finished looking at what articles we were going to pull up, right? So, but our buddy Tinwin came through and let us know that had been announced. So we had a bit of a precursor to knowing we were going to find some of this morning. Sound familiar? Many large game companies have been making the same difficult decision lately. We've made the difficult decision to delay Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League to spring 2023. Creative director Sefton Clark tweeted in March. A week later, the same thing happened to Breath of the Wild 2. We have decided to extend our development time a bit and change the release to spring 2023. All of these games were supposed to be part of a big fall game rush following several quieter years. Here's where the holiday 2022 calendar for main releases currently stands. Forspoken, which was supposed to release in March, I'm pretty sure, got pushed back to October 11th of this year. So significant pushback, yeah. If you're not aware, Forspoken is supposed to be the first title to utilize Microsoft's direct storage technology. So that's also partially, maybe, one of the reasons why Forspoken got pushed back a little bit, because this new technology is being incorporated. It'll be the first title on PC, I'm pretty sure for sure. Pretty sure for sure. It is supposed to be the first title on PC to utilize that direct storage capability. Gotham Knights delayed from 2021 to October of this year. Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl delayed from April of this year to December of this year. Still slated: Bayonetta 3, Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, Hogwarts Legacy. Scorn is one I've been watching for a long time. Super duper sure, yeah. I know. Like, I don't know what. I caught it. At least I heard it, and I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. It is the first title. What I was thinking was it supposed to be the first title on console or PC or both? I think it's just PC. That's why I kind of messed up there. Forspoken is supposed to be the first PC title to utilize direct storage, is from what I remember. Scorn, I'm excited about. Scorn has been pushed back a number of times. Kickstarter game. It is based off of H.R. Geiger stuff. It looks wild, gross. It's a horror game. I can't wait to play it, and I'm hoping it does release in October so we can do it during Scaretober this year. Scorn looks pretty wild. Um, Marvel's Midnight Suns, late 2022, delayed from March of this year, and Ragnarok 2022 delayed from 2021. Some caveats, as you can see, a bunch of these games were already delayed at least once. Some just needed more development time in general. Others, like Stalker 2, suffered setbacks due to historic geopolitical events that include war crimes. All of them have no doubt been thrown at least a bit off schedule because of the global pandemic, consequences of which continue to ripple through society in the form of ongoing console shortages, developers demanding work from home flexibility, and the fact that new COVID cases and deaths continue. Then there's the cyberpunk element. With big live service games, no one wants to be the next Anthem. Yes. And with massive single player RPGs, nobody wants to relive what CD Projekt Red went through. No. Last spring before E3, I spoke to some folks on Starfield who were extremely worried about committing to a 11/11/22 date based on the progress they had made so far. Bloomberg's Jason Schreier tweeted today, next cyberpunk was the term floated. Ooh. Ubisoft developers throw around the C word in conversations about Skull and Bones. As much as we've come to talking approvingly about the huge turnaround games like Final Fantasy 16 and No Man's Sky saw in the years after launch, nobody wants to go through the cycle of crunch, ship, backlash, and then try to fix a broken game while also preparing new content for it. Absolutely. And us as gamers, we don't want to have to deal with games being released in that state either. It feels bad. It makes us feel duped. Bethesda probably knows that better than most. Starfield will be its first major release since 2018's Fallout 76, which was terrible. Yeah, which was a mess upon release. It remains one of the company's lowest rated games ever. A more recent example is Halo Infinite. For all the praise its single player campaign got, its seasonal multiplayer is mired in controversy, and huge features like campaign co-op are still missing. Where does that leave everything else? One theory is that God of War Ragnarok will be the next pin to drop. Gotham Knights appears on track for October, but after a muted response to its latest big trailer reveal, it could probably stand some extra time in development as well. Ubisoft hasn't committed to any 2022 dates yet for its upcoming games, partially because Ubisoft might be getting acquired soon. There's been rumors going around that Ubisoft could be the next big developer to sell. And they might be very hesitant right now to throw out release dates until there's a bit more news regarding what's going to happen there. In addition to Skull and Bones, that includes Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope and Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, the last of which seems the most likely to possibly fall into winter or beyond. Yeah, the new Avatar movie is also supposed to be coming out in December, so they might be trying to line those up. Game release with movie release. Marvel's Midnight Suns isn't quite a big budget release, but relative to what's left, it will certainly be one of the more notable games coming this fall. I've been told it's in good shape, and another delay seems unlikely. Okay. Scorn is also not your traditional blockbuster, but it is now set to be Microsoft's only console exclusive in all of 2022. It's also coming to PC, though, which is wild to think about. Born of Kickstarter, the project's most recent delay prompted some controversy and an apology on the part of the developer. Yeah, we read about that. It's been in the works for a good while. Basically, what happened with Scorn was they got a lot of stuff developed for the game, and then they decided that they needed to tear a huge chunk of that down and kind of start over to make the game into what they wanted and had promised the game to be. So that's one of the big reasons for the delay. Of course, the second half of the year could come into much sharper focus after this summer's not E3 festivities kick off in June. Again, if you're not aware, E3 has been canceled, right? But here are all the dates. I'll put it in chat right now. Those are all the dates that you will need for all of the showcases that are going to happen because E3 got canceled. A lot of individual showcases for different developers and stuff, right? That link right there in chat should give you what you need to know as far as what the dates are. And most of them are in June. There are a few in August as well. Um, Maybe Nintendo will reveal a secret new fall game, or maybe God of War Ragnarok will swoop in and take Starfield's date, or maybe following Bethesda's example, publishers and studios will be even more cautious about promising anything before it's absolutely ready. Hopefully, whatever happens, they find a way to space things out. I don't think I can handle another February like Elden Rings. All right, all right. So there you go. Yeah, it's not it's not uncommon, man, to have the delays, but I'd prefer it over crap releases like Anthem or Cyberpunk, stuff like that. Leaked images appear to show a new British Silent Hill. Images shared by a known insider have since been removed in a copyright claim. Images from what is reportedly a new Silent Hill game were shared online by a reputable insider shortly before they were taken down in a copyright claim. Aesthetic Gamer, previously known as Dusk Golem, posted 4 images of what they claimed were a Silent Hill leak, adding that while they originated from a source that was new to them, they had been given more than enough proof to believe them. Within hours, the pictures were removed from Twitter and replaced with a message stating this image has been removed in response to a report from the copyright holder. The images show a messy room, a red corridor with notes covering the wall, and a figure standing at the end, and a woman's face that has been partially unpeeled with messages like I hate myself and Minger exposed underneath her skin. Minger? What is that? I'm not familiar with this word. Okay, the more you know. An unattractive or unpleasant person or thing. I was not familiar with that word. Uh, well, there you go. Learning, learning. Um, One of the images appears to be concept art dated October 2020, signed by Masahiro Ito, the monster designer and art director on the original Silent Hill trilogy, as well as the use of the word Minger in one image. Graffiti on one wall seemingly paraphrases. Oh, is it? Is it? So it would be. Is it minge? Minge, British word. That's a British word. Okay. All right. Yeah, I wasn't familiar, man. I didn't know that. Right on. Seemingly paraphrases, he's not the Messiah. Thanks, Si. Thanks, man. He's a very naughty boy. A line from Monty Python's The Life of Brian. Both terms suggest that if this is indeed a new Silent Hill game, it may have a British influence. Belongs in the Urban Dictionary. Okay. Okay. So we'll stop there. All right. Well, I mean, the actual definition of the term, though, uh, right? Like we pulled up, unattractive or pleasant person or thing. But apparently, what you're saying, Syke, is that the Urban Dictionary term is a bit more sus, yeah, for us to be using in the stream. All right, I got you, dude. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Look at this. When sharing the screens, Aesthetic Gamer wrote, "There's a lot I'm not sharing for now. Uh, I'm feeling like maybe I should Google it. Yeah, Google it. Not on the stream right now. So I'll take a look. I'll take a look. Here. How about this? I'll look it up on my phone right now so I know what you're talking about here. Not a term I've heard, man. Okay, dude. All right. Yeah, I see the British slang meaning. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I got you, bud. Thanks, dude. Thanks. That's yeah. Uh, okay. Um, this is from a relatively new source for me, but I have been given more than enough proof to believe them. I also will mention the names Anita and Maya SMS messages and this is not the only Silent Hill game in development. The shots are a bit dated. Yeah, it's like from 2020, so maybe this project looks a bit different now. But this is what I'm choosing to share. I know many will doubt this, but I have a lot of private proof to show this is real, and as always, I continue to wait on the Silent Hill game reveal. Images were then removed from on Twitter by the copyright holder before Aesthetic Gamer's Twitter account was temporarily locked following a DMCA notice. Alright. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, man. Let's get that content. So these were the images, huh? That's nasty. Hmm. Alright. Oh, cool. Check it out. In the past, Aesthetic Gamer, under their previous name Dusk Golem, correctly shared in April 2020 that the 8th Resident Evil game, which would become Village, would release in 2021. Would be first person again, would see the return of Ethan Winters, and would include werewolves. Although Konami has yet to confirm if the images are genuine, WayForward director Tom Hewlett, who had previously worked for Konami and was producer on Silent Hill Shattered Memories, expressed his unhappiness at the leak on Twitter. If the studio has multiple people sending materials to a known leaker, they are not professional enough to do the game justice, Hewlett wrote, seemingly referring to the images. The Medium developer Bloober team said last year that it's working on an existing horror IP from a very famous game publisher, fueling speculation it could be reviving Konami's Silent Hill. Konami and Bloober team then signed a strategic cooperation agreement a few months later that would see the companies create games together. Okay, so I feel like that's some pretty good indication that we've got new Silent Hill coming. There's going to be a lot of hype around that. How to stream PC games to another device easily. There are various ways to play PC games in your home, the obvious one being from your own gaming PC. Excuse me. Sometimes, though, you just want to step away from your gaming rig and play elsewhere, whether in bed, on the sofa, in the bathroom, or in any other room of your home. And the good news is there are a few solutions. Sorry, guys. If you're after something portable, then Valve Steam Deck is an obvious choice, but it's not necessarily a requirement. Other options. Valve actually used to make a device. What was it called? You basically, it was just a little device that you could buy on Steam. Can't remember what it's called right now. I actually own a couple of them from back in the day, but it was really easy to just set it up in your home, connect it to like Wi-Fi, and then wherever you like, whatever monitor or TV or whatever you hooked it up to, you could plug a controller into it. It would pull the game over to that TV. You just played through that. Basically, your PC just did all the hard work of running the game and everything, and you just played it through the device. What was that called? Can't think of it right now. Before you get started, you need to make sure you have a fast and stable home Wi-Fi network. A fast broadband connection can make a big difference if you're using cloud-based game streaming services like Xbox's cloud gaming, Nvidia GeForce Now, or Google Stadia. But if you are planning on streaming games locally, your experience will be far more pleasurable with a solid signal around your home. Yeah. Streaming your games from Steam. If you're a PC gamer, then chances are you've already got a good collection of Steam games. If so, then you're already off to a flying start, as Steam makes it remarkably easy to stream your games locally to all sorts of devices, including your Google Chromebook. Steam also allows you to stream games via a service called Steam Link. That's what it was called. It used to be a device. Now it's an actual app. So it used to be just this really little device they made called the Steam Link. But now it's actually an app. I don't know if they'll actually show. Yeah, but Steam Link has turned into just an actual application, whereas it used to be like a piece of hardware. Steam Link is an app that you can download and install on everything from your Apple iPhone to Android phones and tablets, Raspberry Pi, Apple TV, and more. Obviously, if you have Steam Deck, then you can stream games from your gaming PC to your handheld console as well. Using Steam Link, any games in your Steam library can be played. Quality of your experience solely depends on your Wi-Fi connection and the power of your gaming PC. Stream games on another Windows machine. So all of this was just teaching you how to use Steam Link. If you're interested, I'll go ahead and throw this in chat. Stream games on another Windows machine. If you have a laptop or other Windows machine around the house that's not quite as powerful as your main gaming rig, but you'd still like to use it when you can do that, still like to use it, then you can do that. Steam allows gamers to stream games across different Windows devices with ease. All you need to do is download and install Steam on your other machine. When you do that, once you've logged in, you'll have the option to play any game in your library from there. The good thing about this is you don't need to install the game on the second machine. You can still make full use of the power of your main rig. So there you go. There's a couple of different ways in which you can, actually play games on different devices within your wherever, right? As long as you've got these kind of things set up. Steam Link always ran really well for me. I didn't use it very often, but occasionally I would. I enjoyed the hardware device. I haven't tried to use their app version. The hardware pieces for me still work very well. So if I ever did need to use them, I've got them. But it was just a rare occasion where I would need to. But there you go. 505 Game Showcase, how to watch the Spring 2022 gaming event. 505 Games is the publisher behind cult classics like Control and the PC version of Death Stranding. Will soon host its first online showcase event to detail some of the new games it hopes will attain similar status. The 505 Game Showcase for Spring will take place on Tuesday, 17th of May. That's coming. All right, 4 days. Feature never-before-seen content, new reveals, and developer interviews. Here's how to watch it and what to expect. Their first ever showcase event will start at, again, you're going to see a lot of these individual showcases happening because E3's canceled, right? We'll start at 1500 CEST on 17 May. Here's the times for different regions. How to watch. You can watch the entire event live via the video at the top of this page. Alternatively, it will be available on 505 Games YouTube channel. What to expect. Last for around an hour. Showcase their upcoming games, including a brand new reveal from a cult developer, new content on upcoming games, interviews with devs. Yep. So about what you would expect to see from a showcase, yeah? So there you go. If you're interested, I don't know if the other article I linked in chat actually had the 505 Game Showcase, but this one's happening a bit sooner than a lot of the other ones, right? A lot of the other ones we're going to see end of the first week, beginning of the second week, or through the second week of June, and then some in August and July as well. But a lot of it in the beginning of June. AMC developing Alan Wake TV series based on action-adventure video game. All right, AMC has thrown its hat into the ring of video game adaptations with a series based on the action-adventure game Alan Wake in the works. Sam Lake, the creative director of Remedy Entertainment, the Alan Wake developer, revealed the news during the game's 12th anniversary celebration on Thursday. In addition to sharing updates on new titles and an upcoming remaster, Lake shared that AMC, the wonderful, wonderful home for absolutely brilliant TV shows, has bought the rights for Alan Wake. We've been collaborating on making a TV show happen. Nothing more to share at the moment, but we will certainly let you know when there is something to announce. Talk about an Alan Wake series first began in 2018 with Legion's Peter Calloway initially set to serve as a showrunner and Lake as executive producer. Alan Wake first released on 360, Xbox 360 and Windows in 2010. Franchise expanded in 2012 with the spinoff of Alan Wake's American Nightmare revealed during the Game Awards in 2021. Alan Wake 2 is in the works and will release in 2023. Yeah, AMC's Alan Wake series is the last instance in the TV realm's growing interest in the video gaming space. Last of Us is in the works at HBO. Peacock will take on Twisted Metal. I did not know that. I didn't know there was a Twisted Metal game coming out. That's awesome. Or a show coming out. That's cool. When are we going to get a new Twisted Metal game? That's what we need. Prime Video will adapt God of War. Knew that. And Fallout and Mass Effect. Yep, we knew about those as well. Yeah, I mean, all the games, man, are just being turned into either movies or TV shows. Yeah. So there you go. Okay, let's see this. Wait, what? Okay. Video games can help boost children's intelligence. Let's get this summary here. I probably won't read the entire article. We'll just go with the summary here, and then I'll throw it in chat so you guys can read the whole thing if you want. Scientists have studied how the screen habits of U.S. children correlates to how their cognitive abilities develop over time. Before I'd even looked at this article, I told you, like I said, I've done research on the positive cognitive effects in humans, not children, just like even adults, just playing a small amount of RTS games every day, like about 45 minutes to an hour. They found that the children who spent an above average time playing video games increased their intelligence more than the average, while TV watching or social media had neither a positive nor negative effect. Okay. There's always going to be a lot of variables that go into these types of research and everybody has kind of their own opinion about video games and good or bad, things like that. They've definitely become a more acceptable thing modern day, right? A lot of people love video games, and whereas 20 years ago it was they were more looked at like as a waste of time, right? For a lot of parents in regards to their kids playing video games. Not totally, but more than today for sure. Um, Here's the rest of that article if you want to see some more about what they the ways they ran this kind of research and what they came up with. But that's cool. That's cool. Hero Galaxy pays you to play video games. This is going to be pay to play, yeah? I'm willing to bet. It's a player's dream. Hero Galaxy will pay you to play Minecraft. Excuse me. Right now, we're doing what nobody else has ever done before by compensating regular players with cryptocurrency for their time playing Minecraft through a Web3 layer, said Hero Galaxy President Nicholas Moore. Web3 allows money and cryptocurrencies to be transferred over the internet. If advertisers are profiting from a gamer's attention, then the players who are giving that attention should also deserve a cut of that profit, said Moore. Players get paid in cryptocurrency for the time they spend and for their actions in the game. They can make up to 85% of the sale of digital assets, such as digital skins, tokens, or artifacts that they've created inside the game that is sold to an interested third party as an NFT. I'm willing to bet, yeah. Some people are paying the equivalent of thousands of dollars for these things on the open market. The lowest price that any of our game skins are listed now is about $150. Players can create these things for free. We have managed wallet service to hold your crypto earnings, so there's no need to create your own crypto wallet somewhere else because they want to hold all the money. This is where people need to be very careful. We've seen it already many times in these same kinds of environments where it's this game is being or this platform is being built on cryptocurrency and NFTs, and people buy into it and they start making a lot of money. The company does, the developer of this platform will make a lot of money. People will it'll be trending. People will be doing their thing and making some money as well, but all of a sudden they'll get hacked and all that money's gone and that platform's dead. It's It's constantly happening right now. I would say be very careful. Be very, very careful. Uh, Everybody wants to talk about how safe and crypto is, and right now, I feel like if you buy into a lot of this crypto stuff being incorporated into games, NFTs, things like that, all the blockchain stuff, you are going to set yourself up to get scamazed out of your money. So be very careful. That's my advice. Be very careful if you're planning on getting into any kind of scenario like this. Right, exactly, Pinky. Yeah, well, and that's the tough thing, right? Yeah. I mean, we've already seen where they've traced a lot of the hacks on these kinds of things to uh, potentially what they're saying is uh, the hacker group out of North Korea. I can't remember their name right now, but there's been some pretty sus stuff that I've come across, where it was like having some inside knowledge of how to get in there and do some stuff. Um, Seems like it was probably something that could have potentially happened. Yeah. So, yeah, hacked. Yeah. Um, we've seen companies just kill off games and take off with all the crypto, man. We've seen that too. So, yeah, hacked. Just be careful. Be careful. I recommend staying away from this stuff, but I'm not going to tell people what to do. People are going to do what they want to do with their money, but be careful. I'm not going to read more into this, but Avatar Frontiers of Pandora released date news. All the latest on the Avatar game. They've been developing this for quite a while, haven't they? Please be better than the 2009 Avatar game. That's funny. The release date for Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is getting closer by the day, and it doesn't exactly have a glowing legacy to live up to. To put it bluntly, 2009's James Cameron's Avatar, the game was a dull experience throughout, and it lacked a strong ending as well. The only way is up with Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, right? Let's hope so. Because the world of Avatar is the perfect fit for a video game, and fans have been owed a decent one for some time. While not a direct tie into the upcoming movie, probably for the best, this new game is set to release this year too. Could it be the Avatar game that we all deserve? We'll find out soon. Here's all we know. Release date sometime in 2022, right? It's being developed by Ubisoft. That's what I thought. Again, there could be multiple factors coming in here with the actual release date of this game. Are they trying to align it with the release of the movie, which is supposed to be coming out in December? Probably. This could also be an issue where Ubisoft is not really giving any release dates right now on many of their games, if any, because they are potentially in a situation where they might be selling very soon. They might be getting acquired, and that could be another reason why they don't want to be throwing out release dates, because that acquisition could potentially mess with some of their time frames and everything, right? So that's probably potentially maybe a reason for them not pushing out exact dates. Yeah, given that we're already halfway through the year, don't expect this any other earlier than winter. Yeah. Pre-orders have begun at the likes of Game. Okay. What platforms will it be on? Xbox Series X, PS5 will be home to the game. According to pre-orders, it will also launch on Xbox One and the PS4. You will also be able to play it on Amazon Luna, Google Stadia, and PC. Pre-order, yes. Pre-order starting at 50. What is it, like 58 pounds? Is that pounds? That's pounds, isn't it? Don't forget that I'm not real familiar with currency signs outside of the U.S. I'm sorry, I'm currency pleb. Don't forget that when you pre-order, you will get it at the lowest price it drops to between now and release, if it drops at all. Story and gameplay, rather than being a straight retelling of the Avatar 2 film that is hitting cinemas later this year, This game will be a standalone story set in the world of Avatar, which should mean the creators were given some much needed creative freedom. Not much else has been revealed so far, but we do have the official synopsis to go on. Players take control of the Na'vi and embark on a journey across the western frontier, a never-before-seen region of Pandora, and must push back the forces of the RDA who seek to threaten it. We've seen this trailer before. It's just a cinematic. It really looked like, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm not going to watch it again right now. So there you go. We'll see. This is from 2021 as well. I'm not putting much stock into. I mean, we watched this middle of last year, so I'm guessing the game has changed quite a bit since then. Okay. Let's take a look here. Both of these are about Need for Speed, so if you're into racing games, here you go. Let's see what we got. Need for Speed Mobile's leaked video surfaces online, showcases 3 cars, maps, and more. One of the most popular racing video games, Need for Speed, could come to mobile soon. A leaked video of the gameplay has surfaced on Reddit. The video is a glimpse of the new Need for Speed mobile game with maps inspired by the title Need for Speed Heat. Keep reading to know more. The video suggests that Tencent is working along with EA to develop the game. While none of the companies have confirmed the game, the video looks real. The video was shared by a Reddit user, I think, Club Sport. The title of the video, as attached below, is Need for Speed Mobile 2022 Gameplay Leak. It is important to mention that Tencent has worked on some of the most popular mobile video games in the past, including Pokemon Unite and Call of Duty Mobile. Mobile release date. Game is being developed using Unreal Engine 4. Looks like they're already showing a Lamborghini Gallardo, Lamborghini Aventador, SVJR, and the McLaren F1 as vehicles in the game right now. According to a report, let me see. Says no specific information about when the game's going to release, the mobile game, but could be coming out soon. According to a report by Eurogamer, citing Game Beat's Jeff Grubb, Criterion has resumed working on Need for Speed, which could be launched later this year. Grubb spoke in his latest episode of Grubb Snack Show that the latest Need for Speed game will release on PS5 and Xbox Series XS, skipping PS4 and Xbox One. I think we had already read that the new Need for Speed game was only going to be coming out on the new gen consoles. Yeah, next gen only. Miami. Yeah, we've already read a bit about it. Yeah, it looks like this is the second time we've read this. That the game is potentially being set in Miami, so that's probably pretty good info there. So there you go. New Need for Speed game, both mobile and for new gen console. EA merges studios. Is this what we just? Yeah. So EA full ahead on the development of the new Need for Speed video games. Company has officially merged the development team at Codemasters Cheshire into Criterion Games. 2 teams at both locations will be under the Criterion Game Studio brand and working together on the future of Need for Speed. The merger of Codemasters Cheshire into Criterion Games follows the completed acquisition of Codemasters by EA early last year. Oof, EA, man. Integration builds off the close partnership the 2 studios have developed over the past few months. A new Need for Speed video game was officially announced as in development back in 2020 at Criterion Games, alongside the conclusion of updates for Need for Speed Heat. The expectation is that the title, which has not yet been fully revealed, could release at some point later this year. Beyond that, not much in the way of official information is available about the new game. Yeah. Yep. So there you go. That was the both of those were fairly similar. Anybody else got anything for news today? Any news that I haven't hit? So even though Starfield is going to be delayed, you know, they're really promoting that game heavy, and Bethesda needs a good title for sure. Um, so I would prefer to see games get delayed and be in a good state when they release. You know, so I wasn't hyped about the game anyways, but I'm glad to see them potentially taking their time to try to make sure things are going to be in a good state whenever the game is released. So we'll see. Metal, can you run that back? The part where you said, you know, I'm guessing you mean all the news. Yeah, yeah. It'll be posted later, buddy. It'll be posted later. You know. Yeah. Pinky, every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. Truth. Truth. Yeah, that's factual. That's factual right there. Yeah. That's pretty deep, man. Pretty deep, Pinky. Thanks. Thanks, man. Yo, so if there's nothing else, we will move on to our day 2 of Valheim. Cool. If you didn't get to catch the news segment, Metal, it will be put up on YouTube, right? If you are catching this on YouTube after it was live and you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and potentially leave me a comment if you want to discuss some of the things we came across in the news segment today. Okay. Also, if you're not watching this live, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind to one another, and we will catch you for the next segment tomorrow, May 14th. All right.